Okay guys, let's talk a little bit today about positions and what the right arm does. Okay, and I know a lot of you, some of you that are coming on here that are new, they'll see me here, dressed the way I'm dressed and say, I can't learn anything from that redneck, unprofessional person. Well, don't judge a book by its cover, okay? You just don't know. I'm dressed like this because I'm fixing to change the blades on my lawnmower, okay? All right, I digress. All right, let's talk about the right arm, okay? It's very important. Now, we've talked about the lead arm. We've got it internally rotated, and we're at our max range of motion with the lower left hand. That's what squares the club face up. Let's talk about the right arm. This is what I told you to begin with. Don't put your hands on the club until you get in your tilt. Okay, I'm gonna get my tilt, and now I'm gonna put my hands on. I'm gonna put my rear hand on, my trail hand, and I will just come right up. It'll feel like it's underneath. Okay, and you'll say, oh, that's a real strong grip, Bill. Well, no, it's coming underneath. It's because I'm tilted. If I just straighten up, does that look strong to you? No, it's not. So that's what the trail arm does. You bring it in, you come under, and it's always sunny side up. What I mean by that, see this part of your arm? It's always pointing to the sky. Now, when I do that, when I do my tilt, this arm is internally rotated, and this arm is internally rotated. Okay, it goes like this because we're tilted. It goes this way. It sure the hell don't go that way. So it's internally rotated also. All right, now all you got to do to come back to the ball is keep this internally rotated and this internally rotated, or sunny side up. There is no twisting of the shaft, okay? You don't twist the shaft with your arms. It just comes up and down, right back to where you had it set up, okay? That's how simple it really is. If you start twisting the shaft, you'll come out of your tilt. Your right shoulder will get higher than your left, da-da-da-da. You don't want to do that. Just stay in your tilt and just bring it back to the ball, okay? Now, everything is left-sided oriented. What I mean by that, let's take a stick, for instance, pretend it's a golf club. It's a real long golf club, okay? See where it is on my side? Remember me talking about the butt of the club always points to your left hip? Well, there it is, okay? That's how it is. Now, that's how you take the club back, and it's got to stay on your left hip when you're on the first move. The next move is a simple, let me get in the tilt. It's a simple folding up of the right arm. So you're here, my hands are about at my right leg, and then all I do is this, okay? And I'm on plane. Now you can't come in here with a tilt and do this. There's no way that you can do it because you've lost your left side, in the shaft of the club. Okay, now you're all over the place. So it's got to be in sequence, and it's got to be like this. First move, fold the right arm up, come back down, and you release it right at the ball, and your left side and the club shaft line up. Okay, it's as simple as that. And then you continue on and then into your release. Okay, now how do we stabilize that? The only way that you can stabilize it, and I'll go through that, and this was kind of hard for me to get it first, but once you get it, once you understand how to get it, it'll be pretty easy. So I'm in my tilt. Okay, I'm gonna take the club back. Now I gotta stabilize. What have I got to do to stabilize? Well, I got my foot in a shoe, right? So when I get to this point, all I want to do is put my foot in that shoe. That puts all the weight or the pressure back into my left side. Now from here, all I want to do is rotate my hips. You remember Mo Norman saying the vertical drop and horizontal pull? Well, this is it. He stabilized, then he kept turning, and that dropped the club on plane. It came down, and that's it. It's all over now. So the stabilization is the same thing that Dave and I talk about, and Dave does it with the Harmon heels. It's the same thing, okay? Another thing that's the same is that, you remember Dave and I talking about rotation leads the mass. Well, you're definitely, when you stabilize, you're definitely rotating, and the mass is behind you, and then the mass catches up. You hit a wall here, you can only rotate so far with your hips, and that's what you want. You don't want to keep doing this, because if you stand up, you come out of your tilt and everything else. That's why Mo Norman kept his foot on the ground, so he can maintain that angle of attack or the impact plane. That's why he did it, okay? But if you don't do it, you'll stand up every time and it's all over with. So keep that right foot down. So let's rehearse it one more time. Back swing here, fold my right arm, rotate my hips, okay, stabilize. I've already dropped. Now just come through, and this acts as a wall to let your arms swing around, okay? Everything has got to stop at a certain spot, and that's where it stops. The hips stop right here. You're locked. The arms come to here. You've already hit the ball. Then after you hit the ball, then you come up, okay? So it's balance, counterbalance. And that's basically what I wanted to show you as far as the positions, okay? You'll just have to practice, know what the position is by watching this video, and go out and just hit those positions and get used to hitting those positions, okay? Just boom, boom, stabilization, dropping my arms, and I'm hitting. That's all there is to it. Then put it all together, okay? All right, I hope that helped, guys. Oh, I want to tell you, I'm going to give you a tip that I got from Todd Graves, not from his mouth, but, well, yeah, it was from his mouth, but I didn't talk to him personally. He gave me a tip, or I saw one of his tips was, and it was on when you get around the greens, if you're within 40 yards, 30 yards, 20 yards, and you got a smooth surface to putt on, putt it. He calls it the PCP rule. Putt first, and if you can't putt, chip, and if you can't chip, pitch. PCP, the PCP rule. I did that 2 or 3 times the other day in the tournament, and it just blew my mind how close I was to the pin after I actually had the opportunity, instead of hitting a pitch or a chip from where I usually would hit a pitch or chip, I putted a ball in it, and it ended up a heck of a lot closer to the pin than if I had chipped or pitched it, okay? So there's your tip for the day too. So I'm fixing to go change the blades on my lawnmower. I'll talk to you guys later. Hope it helped. Bye.